Action. Bim, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. Appreciate you joining me, finding a little time. I know you're a busy guy. You joining me with your unique ride.
Yeah, 1961 Dodge Seneca called the Slimer.
I will tell you, I remember like today, first time I passed your car 3, 4, 5 years ago in the Miramar.
Yep.
I like the car show once a month, first Sundays of the month. Great group of guys.
Yeah,
nice collection of cars. Of course, we have different cars, mostly based on the classics. And I'm getting familiar year over year. You know, I'm originally from Europe, from Poland, diving deep in the hot rod culture, American classic car culture. But I passed your car, and I didn't know what is it. I'm like, what is that? And then I got up close. I remember you start chatting with me. You introduced me. You mentioned Dodge.
Yeah, it's an interesting car. Most people don't know what it is because they only made them for 1 year.
Wow.
And they didn't make a lot of them because they were kind of ugly. But ugly's beautiful now.
Unique.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Yes, very unique.
Or maybe call, sometimes, you know, we get into the perfection in our art. Painting, photography, or even creating cars, and we are like, you know, years later we are like, yeah, that's unperfect, and we're looking for those perfect lines, but something like that you would call the ugly duckling or something like that makes the history.
Yeah.
And especially when something like that is made just for 1 year, that's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting car. I built it over 25 years ago. So that paint is 26 years old.
Wow.
And then I showed it for a couple of years. It was in Carcraft magazine. It was in Hot Rod magazine.
Oh, really?
In the very early 2000s. And then from there, I just been putting around with it here and there, having fun.
Wow.
Great running, driving car. No air, but the rest of it's good.
So 1 year,
1961.
61. Why and how? How did you put hands on something like that? That's a really unique car.
I saw this car in a repair shop in Phoenix in 1999. It had just come out of the desert. It was pretty beat up. It was white, 6-cylinder.
Were you doing a little road trip there on the west, or?
Visiting my parents who were wintering there back then. And I couldn't get the damn thing out of my mind. I knew I had to go buy it and do something with it.
Wow.
So the next day I went and bought it, had it shipped back to Minnesota, and took me less than a year to build it. Had a lot of help, but it turned out really good, and that's pretty much how you see it for the last 26 years.
That's not too bad time, and holds also. I mean, the car looks like straight from dealership, so.
Now there was no rust on the car. There were some dents, but
lucky
the body was incredible, so that helped. That made it a lot easier.
I mean, we're talking about Mopar cars, yes? Mm-hmm. You're a Mopar guy, exactly.
Yeah, I've had a lot of cars, mostly Mopars, but a lot of about everything else you can think of. I just love old cars.
Love classic cars, yes.
I grew up with these things, and I was a mechanic back in the 70s. I had a gas station, so I worked on this kind of stuff.
Wow, so you have big history there, yes. How old you were when you started exactly with cars?
Oh.
Teenage years?
15, I bought my first car.
Wow. What did you get back then?
Well, they didn't think I was nuts right away, but in the next 2 years, I owned 5 cars. Then they started thinking I was kind of nuts.
Wow.
And I was doing motor transplants in the driveway. I rebuilt my first Volkswagen motor when I was 16.
Wow, that's
so
that's good start.
And I just kept going. I had my gas station. We worked on this stuff. I always had old Mopars, Roadrunners, Super Bs, Super Birds, whatever came
Big
on.
engine, big powers.
Yeah, this one's got a 400 in it. It's between a 413 and a 440, but and it's built a little bit, but it's mostly for cruising. It cruises really well.
Big car, long lines, beautiful lines, but long hood and long back too.
It looks big, but it only weighs about 3,500 pounds. It's
really?
a unibody, so they're no big frame under them, so they're not that heavy. Drives very nice. It's got all the original suspension underneath it yet, except disc brakes in the front. and that stuff rides nice, so we just left it in. Power steering, power brakes, power seat, remote mirror. I got all that stuff out of a high-end Polera of the same year.
Oh, really?
And switched a lot of that stuff over when I built it. So I had a parts car that had a lot of good stuff on it. That's how we got the thing all together. It was a pretty easy build, and considering it only took less than a year to do.
And that's amazing, because I hear sometimes, 1, 2, 3, 5 years, but 10 months or something like that, that's spectacular.
Yeah, but everything went really good. My paint guy he was ready for it, so he got it done right away. I had the motor and tranny already prepped, so that was an easy deal. And the guy that did the interior guy knew he did that pretty quickly.
Nice.
And it just all went together really smooth over one winter. Long winter.
Yeah, remember I passed your car at the car show, and we started chatting a little bit. I mean, first what caught my eye was definitely the lights and how huge this car was. I wasn't sure that's some special custom or something like that. And right after that, definitely the color. I mean, how you said the Slimer, screaming green color. How did you end up with that idea?
The color is called Sublime Green.
Okay.
It's one of the Mopar colors that came out in the 60s, high impact colors, late 60s. So I was debating between this purple or orange, all high impact Mopar colors. And we stuck with this one. Pretty good thing we did, because it turned out great.
It's great, yeah, it's great looking. But it's again your knowledge about Mopar cars and the colors which were back then, it's how I said, I'm just still learning. So something like that it's pretty important. That's another something for me to learn. Yeah.
These are actually pretty simple cars when you get down to it. Not much for electronics. Pretty basic stuff, so not that hard to work on. A lot of room under the hood on this one.
Which I love. That's again about classic cars where we were back then in the days. I mean, they were they were built to drive them. And what I learned, I did also a little road trip, which I was very grateful to get invited to a little car show, Austin, Texas. We took a road trip from Florida here to Austin, Texas, 3 days, 1,300 miles one way. And that's what I learned. We had 61 Metro van, International Harvester, which I learned later on was also story connected, not exactly this one, but one of that kind of cars was connected with the Aerosmith back in the days, touring exactly United States. So we ran in this one. This one was exactly resto modded, had LS on there, air suspension and everything else. But right with us was also driving a gentleman in a 37 Chevy. And there was some hiccups here and there, and that's what I learned exactly, how to fix on the road, just on the side of the road, what kind of mostly parts you could have in your trunk, or if not, what to expect that you have advanced part or Napa 5, 10, 15 minutes away. So that was cool, and that's again about classic cars. Right now we're moving with technology and our, gadgets and everything else what we have in the cars, which is cool. It makes everything convenient. I'm an old-fashioned guy. And you passing through middle of the United States, if one of the sensor breaks, you're done. So
yeah, it's easy to fix them if you have the parts.
Yeah.
But they do break down a little bit compared to new cars. New cars hardly ever break. But new cars don't have any character either. Look at the character of these things.
That's the story. You're taking this for cruising, not just for driving from point A to B and just speeding to get there. I'm passing a lot of times people just passing us so quick, and we're just cruising and enjoying the ride, and really, you keeping the history alive, automotive American history.
History, although modified a little bit.
Yeah.
For me, and I think a lot of guys as we get older, we had a lot of fun building these when we were young, and when you get started in this, and you build something kind of nice like this, you want to show it off. So we do a bunch of shows.
Yes.
Get a bunch of trophies, build a few cars. But after a while, it gets kind of boring sitting at a show for a weekend. So I think a lot of guys like me, my age, now we just like to hang around with each other, drive the cars to and from, talk about them a little bit, goof around a little bit. And it's become more of a friendly thing and a camaraderie thing, hanging out with the guys, especially as most of us are retired. But it's a good place for the young kids too. Build them, show them off. Somebody's got to do it. And there's some beautiful cars being built today yet. Every time you turn around, there's another one.
And that's what you're saying, and I'm catching this a lot. It's like, so you're a car collector, you have passion for cars, but you're also automotive artist because you like to build something. Then maybe show off on the car shows as a sharing the idea and your vision.
Yep.
But you're more enjoying the process, I think, and that's what I'm learning during of my chats here with all those guys who are joining me. That those car shows, especially those connected with swap meets, where you can find some parts from different even states, and after attending those car shows and swap meets, after 1 year, gather all the parts, build something, and then cruise to little car shows for year 2, and then get to another project. So the process of the building and restoring, I think that's what makes the wheel going.
For me, it was a great hobby. Because I had a shop in my driveway, so it kept me home most of the time as the kids were growing up. Kept me around with them, and they went to some of the shows with me. But when everybody went to bed, I'd go out, play around in the garage for a while, or in the morning if I didn't have something to do before I went to work. But now I sleep more and don't work as hard.
But going back to the car shows, exactly, even in the past, any favorite car shows?
Oh, yeah, I'm from Minnesota.
Okay.
You talk about foreign countries. That's a foreign country anymore. I'm from Minnesota, and one of the biggest shows in the country is back to the 50s every June.
Oh, okay.
So that's my favorite show. There's usually 10,000 plus cars there,
Wow.
all older than 64 and older. So it's quite a scene. That's a good show.
I will put on my bucket list, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that was a nice chat. Once again, I really appreciate you joining me.
Sure.
Looking forward for the ride. Thank you so much, Bim.
Good to meet you again and hang out with you, Peter.
Thank you. So what do you have on there?
Yeah, it's a 400 cubic inch between the 383 and the 440. Pretty good horsepower.
That's cruiser on the highway.
Great cruiser.
This dashboard is so unique. We have original radio still works, huh?
Yep. Funky mirror on the dash.
Yeah.
And the outside mirror is kind of crazy.
And